Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new release from Disney and the MCU, and that's Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And is this disc worth picking up in 2022? So Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is the latest release on physical Blu-ray disc to the MCU, where Thor: Love and Thunder is the newest available movie in theaters, and it's not available on streaming or anything yet. So today we're going to be talking about the physical disc, the 4K disc of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And is it worth picking up? So I'm not going to recap the movie because I'm sure if you're watching this you've seen the movie before. This was a great entry in the MCU. It's an awesome Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is such an awesome character, and this movie really opened the door to so many things. The multiverse is one, obviously, and just so many options and stuff that they can do, and all these characters they can bring in or even bring back. Because I really think we're eventually going to get an Iron Man or some sort of variation on the Iron Man, but we're not talking about that today. So, as you may know, Disney Plus is Disney's streaming platform where they stream all of their content, all the MCU stuff, all the Star Wars, because Disney owns almost everything in the world at this point as far as movie properties and TV shows. So since Disney Plus has came out, they've really not helped us in the physical market. They really kind of turned their backs on physical media and us physical collectors out there, and it's a shame because back in the day you would get the Disney VHSs in those white clamshell cases, and they would only bring them out of the vault for a certain amount of time. You can only get them at a certain amount of time. Everyone was collecting those. I remember as a kid, our entire entertainment center was just Disney movies with a handful of other movies, but it was mainly Disney movies, and to me, it was just something special to me, and I really enjoyed the Disney stuff. But they kind of turned their back on all that since Disney Plus and streaming became more and more popular. So upon watching this on 4K, I saw this in theaters, it looked and sounded great, and this is pretty much the same experience I had in the theater as far as visual. I have a pretty decent sound system, I have Atmos, and I have a good OLED TV. So it looked fantastic on 4K, it sounded great with the Dolby Atmos. However, the Disney Plus stream offers more than this 4K disc does, on paper at least. Now, you can get down to the bit rates and all that stuff where it's really 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other if you ask me. So it's, what do you want to sacrifice, unfortunately? They won't put what's on the Disney stream on this disc. So the Disney Plus has the IMAX enhanced scenes, it has Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and all that good stuff. Where the disc here has Dolby Atmos only. There is no Dolby Vision on this disc. It does not have the IMAX enhanced scenes. So I don't know why Disney is doing this to us. It's with all of the MCU movies particularly, I've been going back and forth. Do I upgrade my Blu-rays to the 4K? Is it better off watching on Disney Plus because you get the IMAX scenes, you get your Dolby Atmos, you get your Dolby Vision, but then a stream is not as good as a physical disc, so it's really, you're weighing out your options there. So unfortunately, this does not have the IMAX scenes, it doesn't even have Dolby Vision. I don't know why they couldn't give us Dolby Vision. At least that's the thing that pisses me off the most, that the Dolby Vision is not on this disc. It still looked great, you know, it's filmed digitally, in the 8K cameras or whatever the hell they use, and you know, they spare no expense with the equipment, and these movies are filmed beautifully, the CGI is beautiful, everything they do, even the old Blu-rays still look amazing. But the fact that Disney is too cheap to put the Dolby Vision and the IMAX on the disc is really what pisses me off, and I really think we deserve it, especially if we're buying these discs for the same price as any other 4K disc, and these things don't even drop under $20 ever. So regular 4Ks will go on sale $14.99, $10.99 sometimes, and you'll never see a Disney movie, MCU in particular, go under $20. Maybe $17.99 was the cheapest I've ever seen it on Prime Day. And it's a shame because they are really pushing this Disney Plus thing, and it kind of puts us physical media guys out to the side. So, in closing, it still looked good on disc. You know, if if you're in an area where you don't have Disney Plus or your internet's not great, you can't get a strong stream, it's not a terrible disc. It's really not. It's just the fact that they didn't put the Dolby Vision on really upsets me. And the IMAX Enhanced scenes, the only thing IMAX Enhanced does is it takes the black bars that are usually on the screen and it makes it basically full screen, so you see more of the picture, which is great. But that's one, I mean, I'd be willing to get rid of the IMAX for at least for the Dolby Vision, because I think the Dolby Vision does better work than the HDR does. But to have it all in the total package like on the Disney Plus does for the disc would be amazing. I would buy every single one. I would upgrade every single one of my MCU Blu-rays for that. But unfortunately Disney does not want to do it. Don't know why. Just don't understand it. So this is what we got. Can I recommend you pick this up? I mean, it's, you know, we got both versions here. This is the 4K Steelbook. It's a pretty cool looking Steelbook. You know, all the Marvel Steelbooks are pretty nice. You got the 2 discs in there. You got the artwork on the side. So it's nice. I actually kind of like the slipcover edition better with the raised font and all the different colors. And, you know, it's just a shame that they won't pay more attention to what us fans that are actually buying these things want, and they don't put the IMAX on there and the Dolby Vision. I know I sound like a broken record, but it just really ticks me off that it's 2022 and they're still putting this stuff out, but they half-ass it. So can I recommend you picking it up? I mean, if you absolutely have to have it, sure. If you want to complete your collection like I did, sure. It's still a good disc. It's still going to look great. It's still going to sound amazing because the Dolby Atmos track will sound better on disc for sure. Disc will always have the best audio. However, the stream still will not look as great. Like, the disc will probably look better. However, to the naked eye or to someone who doesn't need it to be the 5% better that the disc is going to be versus the stream, if you have a strong internet and a good hub or player, whatever you're streaming it off of, then go ahead, stream it on Disney Plus and benefit from the IMAX Enhanced scenes, because that's the way they want you to watch it. And Disney really does have a pretty good streaming service. All their streams are pretty high quality and they come through pretty good, and even the audio sounds pretty great on that with the Dolby Atmos. So I mean, maybe wait for Black Friday to roll around and maybe it'll be $15-20. But do I say run out and get it? Because the Steelbook is okay, you know, it's not the best. This is pretty cool, but again, the Disney Plus stream out there. For the completionist collector, sure, grab it, pick it up. But it's kind of hard to recommend to pick up the MCU movies now, especially what Disney Plus is doing. And, you know, that's just kind of where we're at. So my final verdict is, unless you have shitty internet, no, you don't need to pick this up. You'll probably have the same experience, if not better, on the stream, and it's just easier. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in now. And us physical media guys, you know, we're hung out to dry. But if you guys made it this far in the video, I just want to say thanks for watching. And if you like this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing, because we have reviews like this all the time. But have a great day, guys.